games that make us rage. That's a touchy subject because I do have my share of video game rage moments. I'm sure you guys have seen it from me before in my own game time videos with the hashtag TLH94 rage. Wow, I suck. I can't get this f***ing part. God damn it. Yeah. First one at the top of my head is Call of Duty Black Ops 2 in the PvP matches. I always get annoyed with that because most of the time I always end up having to face some sweaty tryhards in those matches, like literally like 90% of the time. Like I join a match, I'm running looking for the enemy, and just when I find someone, bam, they get me. It always bugs me. I remember I only did like 1 or 2 matches in Call of Duty and then I get bored very quickly and annoyed dealing with the tryhards in the match. Plus, Call of Duty has been getting boring. How it's still getting more games, honestly, is beyond me. Another game that makes me rage is Destiny. Destiny 1 and 2 from the raids. How it works is that you need a team of 6 and play through each part of the raid, and most importantly, you and your team need to know what to do on each objective in the raid. For me, I did good. I made sure I understood what to do, because, you know, that's what you need to do in these raids. But if some of the own players that are with you don't know what they're doing, then you're pretty much screwed, because you won't be able to beat the raid. That always drives me crazy. I spent literally hours on those raids, used up so many AA batteries for my controller. It was a nightmare. The worst part about it, yes, it gets worse, is that even if you do manage to beat the raid with your team, if there's a certain item in the raid that you want to get, and if you don't get it, you'd have to wait until you can do the raid again on the weekly refresh thing. The items are basically random luck drops, and that always pisses me off. Add that with the fact that you have a team that don't know what they're doing. When you combine those two together, it would just make you rage a lot on your controller to the point where you just want to like throw it to a wall sometimes, which I might have done sometimes with my controllers back then. This next one really did make me rage pretty good, and you guys saw it in my TLH94 game time video. Yes, I'm talking about Super Monkey Ball Banana Mania. God damn, that game really made me rage. Now, don't get me wrong, I love this game, it's amazing, but those hard stages really made me rage pretty good there. I mean, you guys saw it in my TLH94 game time video. I was raging because I was having a very hard time getting through those ridiculously hard stages, and then eventually I gave up and played the multiplayer games on it in the video. I did eventually manage to beat the rest of those hard stages during my free time though, but man, that was a stressful time. Even thinking about it just gives me a headache. Ugh. Bro, no! And then we have Halo 5 Guardians, mainly for that Warzone game type. Now, this one didn't make me rage a lot at first, but then when they added more powerful weapons and vehicles to get from the rec system, it ends up being anything but fun, because if you're one of those players that can't get any of those powerful weapons or vehicles, or if you end up losing them on the first few seconds after you get them, it really just tempts you to throw your controller at your TV and rage quit. I really am surprised that there's actually still some people that are playing Halo 5 Guardians. Keeping the Halo Rage train moving along, we've got the legendary missions in the own Halo campaign. I remember all the rage I had from doing these. It was brutal. The most annoying legendary mission I remember back then was the Grave Mine mission from Halo 2. Seriously, that one was a real pain in the ass because once it starts, it immediately puts you in the line of fire against brutes and grunts, and you only have a needler. And the needler wasn't really that good in Halo 2. I mean, it was a little better than the needler in Halo Combat Evolved, but still not the best weapon in Halo 2 though. And the annoying thing about the brutes is that sometimes they go berserk and charge right at you to try hit you. You want to try melee those brutes that charge right at you? No, you f***ing don't. It was so very frustrating, and I'm sure I'm not the only one that rages at that Halo 2 mission. And then for another raging game, this one hurts me because it's actually from one of my most favorite franchises, and it makes me feel bad talking about a game from that franchise that I like. I'm talking about Metroid 2: The Return of Samus. Now, the game is fun. It's just I have no idea where to go because there's no map in the game, and that's what made me rage because it was hard to memorize all the ways to go, and you know, it was hard to find like a guide for this back then because this was way back in the old days. I did eventually beat it, but man, that was really stressful not knowing where to go. It was a real pain in the ass. Yeah, games are fun, but they can be really raging sometimes.